All right, guys. What are you playing? Brandon, what are you playing? You go first.
I go first. I've been playing Work Too Much, Game Not Enough, and it makes me sad. I had
Yeah.
all sorts of dumb work things. I think I've worked every day since I'm freelancer, so I don't get consistent weekends off like some of you nerds. I actually got to do work on the weekends and keep up with my
You
family.
called us nerds.
Yeah, you all got to play video games, therefore you all are nerds.
Yeah, that's true. I guess a nerd is a status you get by how much time you play video games each week. I
Yeah.
guess I'm not a nerd either because I haven't played anything this
But
week.
I think it's that, but also I think a nerd or a geek is someone who just is super passionate about something. So you could be a nerd about football. I mean,
Yeah.
status quo wise.
Everybody's a nerd.
Yep.
They just don't know it or don't understand it. But
Hmm.
everybody is totally a nerd.
Oh, I agree.
But yeah, I mean, I
I'm glad that being a nerd is like more socially acceptable though.
oh man, remember high school and middle school? When
I
being a nerd sucked.
I actually have a memory of when I went to some friend's house
Hmm.
in elementary school, and we like everybody kind of brought like their Super Nintendo games to the same place, and then we'd like put games in and take them out and whatever.
Yeah.
I remember I put in FF6, and everyone was like, "This is stupid. What are you doing?" Like I was on the world map, just like walking around in a forest. And they thought it was so dumb that I was just walking around and then it would go to this screen and I just stand there. And they just kind of like made fun of it, so I just turned it off. It's like
You guys don't get
I'm
it. One day you'll
the
see.
weird one.
One day I'll have
Yeah.
marathons and it'll be awesome. I'll have a bunch of nerds in a room and we'll be stinky and we'll piss outside a building. You'll see.
We'll we'll have a pile out back and we'll see who's laughing then.
All of y'all are gonna be wanting to come to my marathons where we piss on the building.
We'll show them. The first thing we need to do in September is when the marathon starts. We're dedicating this to the bullies from elementary school that used to make fun of playing RPGs. This is for you.
Blows kiss. Oh, that's
Anyway,
awesome. Sorry, I got the distractions. What about Roz? What are you playing right now? More horse girls?
More horse girls. I found out that like I didn't have to reroll for my account because I got like one of the cards that I was looking for on my old account. So now I have two accounts that both have Kitas on black, and I don't know what to do with it. I guess I'm gonna have to I guess like battle to the death on which one works, and I'm pretty sure my old one's better because of some cards that I have. But yeah, that FF11 and FF14.
Nice. All
Nice.
all
are
good
there any horse
games.
girls in those games?
I mean, I've seen people like I saw a screenshot of Spade dressed up as Gold Ship, um, in 14. I was gonna cosplay as Gold Ship, and then somebody else did it.
Someone beat you to it.
Who's Gold Ship?
What a nerd.
Gold Gold Ship is one of the horses in Uma Musume. She's like
Oh,
has like a red I guess like conductor outfit, I guess. And she's like
okay.
I don't know what yeah. She's based on like a real Japanese horse that's like really crazy. Like it also has like a prolific breeding record for whatever reason.
Whoa.
Maybe they'll add a new race in 11 or 14 and we'll get some horse people.
I'm still waiting for Sky Bear. Do you remember Sky Bear?
Sky Bear?
When Heaven's Ward dropped, there was a polar bear that was glitched into the sky. It was flying in the sky, and people would fly up and just be around it. and everyone petitioned to have Skybear become an actual like boss in the game. And then they fixed Skybear, so Skybear just kind of went away. But years later, people were still talking about like, we're still waiting on Skybear. We know you're working on it. But still haven't seen him. So
That's funny.
That's cool. Sadly, I quit playing like pretty much right when Heaven's Word launched. That's when I finally like completed a lot of like all the coils and stuff. And yeah. And then I didn't play Heaven's Word again. Like I didn't play the rest of the story for 5 years or something.
yeah, you missed Skybear then. But Google him. I miss him
I'll
dearly.
do that.
um, I'm playing. I just started a new game in Suikoden 2. Playing 11 religiously, but I'm going to take a step back from it because I've achieved some goals. I think now it's time to kind of look at my backlog. So, but right now, I haven't really played 9 on my new playthrough or anything. I haven't really played a lot. I've been watching Lauren play Rebirth, and that's been a lot of fun. Watching her play that. But yeah, just kind of Suikoden 2 and 11.
Is it rebirthing your interest in Rebirth?
I want to do a challenge in Rebirth where I want, it has rebirthed my Rebirth love. But I want to do a challenge where you don't change any equipment or materia or do any folios or anything. I want to play through it on dynamic mode. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that for a while or if I'm gonna wait until I stream it on PC.
Is that just another game you're gonna add to the marathon for yourself? Just yet
I
another.
would love to play. I don't think it's possible in a marathon to play 7 remake, and 7 rebirth. I just don't think that that's possible. Like
Just
even if you skip every cutscene in remake and rebirth, because I can beat 7 really really quick, but even with skipping the cutscenes, I don't think it's possible. But I would love to play rebirth in a marathon, but it would be the only game I'd play.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, that game's a pretty long game. But what you're saying about the playing it without changing materia and stuff, I saw where somebody played through FF16 without changing equipment and only doing attack, the square attack button. It's like that sounds like the most boring thing I've ever heard in my life. Like that would be awful. Like that doesn't
Yeah.
seem fun, but maybe it's worth it. Who knows? Sometimes those challenge runs, I mean, I'm kind of late to the party. I just, for the longest time, I just kind of thought it's like, well, if you're not like utilizing what the game offers, like, what's the point? But sometimes it makes the game better. I said this last time, but I think FF6 is better when you don't use the Esper system.
Mhm.
So maybe 16 is better when you don't do anything
Well, let's not
but
talk
hit.
crazy. Let's not talk crazy.
What if like an optimal stats from an optimal stats point of view, like a level 1 challenge in FF9 is better, like at least, or it's like you need it for a perfect game with perfect stats.
Yeah.
And you got to do it as fast as possible, skipping all the dialogue and the cutscenes and encounters.
Mhm.
That sounds fun.
Someday I want to do that, but I don't know. I don't know if I can right now.
Yeah, I've been putting that off for a long time, and maybe sometime we can all do it at the same time and talk about it here, and that'd be
That'd
fun.
be cool.
Just-
If
Mhm.
maybe if they ever announce the 9 remake, we'll do it in honor of that announcement.
there you go.
We'll all do the level 1 challenge.
Actually, the discovery of stutter stepping on the world map would
Mm-hmm.
probably make it a lot more bearable.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because before you just had to like hope that you didn't get in any encounters, and you had to reset if you got in too many.
Mhm.
So it might be a little easier now. So we should
That'd be a fun
we should
experiment.
consider that sometime.
I'd love to watch Roz.
Yeah.
Do that. Yeah. I know he's down for a level
Yeah.
1 again.
With Excalibur 2, though,
Oof.
Yeah.
That'll be
mean,
the last trophy I get in that game.
I still haven't got the Excalibur 2 despite like all the 9 challenges I've done.
That's like all you have to go for if you're going for it, and it's so hard.
Yeah.
Steiner is also your least favorite character too, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like why am I wasting getting this sword for a character I don't even use?
Mm-hmm. The next time I play FF8, I'm going to. There's something I haven't done. It's something I've gotten close to doing, but I didn't realize it was possible until after the fact. You can get every single character's ultimate weapon on disc 1 except for Irvin. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I didn't know it was possible with Renoa, but it is.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Interesting.
I always get Lionheart on disc 1. I always do that. You have to get like 40 El Noil cards or something like that. But that's
Oh
fun
yeah.
to me. I have fun grinding cards in that game. So it's not a big deal. But
You know what else is super fun? The
hmm,
job system of Final Fantasy V, baby.
I didn't even say what I was playing yet.
Yeah, you said nothing, so we already moved on.
I am playing nothing, but I'm watching the show Monk.
Oh yeah, you're
I
still
also
watching
love.
Oh,
Monk.
I am. I consider myself a man of many passions. I don't just love video games. I love film and good television too. So
You know
I'm
what?
kind of
What sh-
mixing it up.
what show you need to watch next is the Old Get Smart TV show.
In a few years, I can only watch one TV show every few years.
That's what I'm saying. The next one you should do Get Smart. Classic, super good humor.
Okay,
I think you'd laugh
I'll
too much
consider it.
watching it.
there's this
There's
trilogy
no.
I watched not too long ago. It's really, really good. And I know you'll love it. It's Star Wars episodes 7 through 9. They're like the best.
You
I'm
know,
dying.
of all the stuff that's said about like modern Final Fantasy and whatever, nothing has ever been that bad
Oh man.
as is the Star Wars.
Didn't we go
And if
see that
anyone tries
together?
to pretend that, I mean, come on. We did go see.
Yeah, we
Okay,
saw
here's the thing.
7
Force
together, man.
Awakens was actually not bad.
It had a
Force Awakens
decent
wasn't bad at the
opening.
time. Yeah, it wasn't bad at the time because it set up some really interesting paths that they could go down.
And then they chose
Yeah.
And then The Last Jedi came out, and wow, I've never seen one thing ruin my interest in something as hard as The Last Jedi. I still haven't
Yeah.
recovered from that. I've never cared about Star Wars ever again since I saw The Last Jedi.
it's
It's
really
that bad.
it's so much. It's yeah, I can't even explain how sad I was after.
It's the worst setup to a finale I've ever seen, ever.
It's
And the terrible finale.
like playing a video
Yes,
game where choices matter and they just picked all the wrong choices to get the bad ending. like,
yeah,
like
like
oh,
I'm
they
I'm an idiot, okay, but I could have written a better Star Wars Episode 8.
oh yeah.
Gosh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did that to you. I'm sorry that I.
Brought up some
No,
memory.
it's fine. It's totally fine. I mean, wow. Final Fantasy 5. Last time.
How do you follow up that?
Podcast ends, just cuts off abruptly.
Hey, actually, we talked about the worst middle chapter of a trilogy ever. Now we're talking about one of the best middle chapters of a trilogy, Final Fantasy V of the Super Nintendo Final Fantasy games.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
Mhm.
transition, right?
All
My favorite of the
honesty,
three.
And it's one that people just like Star Wars, like Episode 5 is like one that people happen to like quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't say it's the Empire Strikes Back of the series, but I get what you mean. I mean, Empire Strikes Back is usually like that's usually kind of like what people say is the absolute best one. I think it's really good, but I'm not going to talk about Star Wars anymore. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm the one who brought it up.
No, you're good. So we talked about the job systems of 1 through 6 last time. We left out 5 because we just we would not have had enough time to do it justice. Final Fantasy 5. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about the gameplay or the job system, which I think is notable. For a long time, the game's story was, you know, kind of hated on overall, and some people say it's not as good as 4 and 6, or whatever. But I've never heard anyone say anything bad about its job system or gameplay. Have you guys heard that ever?
Nope.
The only time I have was an argument I had years ago that it said the game was like outdated. But I mean, the person who said this had never even played it. So that being said, other than that person, no, I have never heard anyone say anything bad about it. So
What was this person's initials?
NS
Yeah, there you go. That's what I figured.
freaking Leo, man.
No, not
I know,
Leo.
I know.
Leo's played Leo played Final Fantasy V
No, I'm just making
recently.
fun of him.
Played the Pixel remaster.
Hey, there we go.
No, I
Expanding out of 13.
yeah, no, he hadn't played he hadn't played any of the 2D games except for 4
Wow.
until the Pixel remasters came to consoles, and then he
Nice.
played through all of them. I don't think he liked 5 very much, but um it probably had nothing to do with the job system though.
Yeah. But I think somewhere to kind of start this conversation of job system, I think something cool we could do is talk about our favorite class, our least favorite class, and like a unique class that you kind of like, unless it is part of your favorite, you know? So, like, I can go first just because I'm thinking about it. And I think when they added in like the Mystic Knight, I thought that was actually a really cool. I remember playing through the first time being like, what is this? What does he do? How is he doing sword magic? What is going on? I thought that was like really
Yeah.
cool, and that really stuck out to me like the first time I kind of played it. But I remember not liking the chemist because you have to like just kind of throw things in the air and hope something happens until you like learn what's actually good, then it becomes super busted. So I thought
Mhm.
for me, you know, first time playing when I was, you know, younger and stupider, not much, but a little bit, I did not like the chemist. And I thought something unique was the dancer. 'Cause he's got all these weird, cool, like, abilities and able to, like, you know, do all these weird things to the enemy. I don't even think I even know how to properly play the character still, like, in this game. Because like he just has, you know, the weird inflict, you know, drain and all this stuff. I'm like, there's got to be different bosses or something that's susceptible to this that I just don't know about.
Mhm.
But I think Those are probably three kind of notable slash interesting ones to me.
I hadn't really used Dancer much outside of just, leveling it up until last year. I got it in the Four Job Fiesta, and I really liked it. Like I was surprised at how much fun I had with it, and um, like when I was fighting X Death at the end, I was doing max damage with Sword Dance and the Man Eater, so that was pretty awesome.
Hmm.
I mean, it definitely could be useful, and it's like self healing and stuff, but there's a lot of jobs that I just haven't really used in just playing the game in a standard way. Chemist, I haven't really done much with Chemist either. I know there's some. I mean, you can totally like cheese a lot of the hard bosses in the game with the Chemist, but I never just like used it in a normal way, I guess. So hopefully I get that in my four job fiesta this time when I do that.
That's what I have right now. I have chemist as like my healer job.
Does the chemist have like a, a healing ability that he- I'm guessing it would have like a mega potion equivalent or
I
even like a mega elixir?
I can't. I don't remember because I haven't really played. I just got chemist, and yeah, it's like I also might be mixing up Bravely Default because like the version of their chemist has the same like or has like a thing where it like you can spread the effects of the potion, but I don't think there's a thing like that in 5.
Okay. I really like the chemist a lot in 10 too, and we'll get to that
Oh yeah.
at some point. But I can go next. I said before that my favorite like physical damage dealing class in the series is the Dark Knight. But my favorite magic is by far blue magic. And Final Fantasy V, I still think has the best blue magic integration in the series. I haven't done 11s and 14s really at all yet, so I can't speak to that. But in terms of the single player ones, Final Fantasy V was the first, and I still think it's the best. I think that the game was so well designed around like blue spells being helpful for bosses coming up, and I thought that was so cool. Um, like at the beginning of 5, there's an enemy that can use um flash, but in order to use it, you have to use an ether that you get in a treasure chest before that on that enemy so it can use flash. And then you can use flash on the Shiva fight later on. And the Shiva fight is pretty difficult when you first get there. But if you use flash, it'll blind all of the ice soldiers, and they do a lot of damage, so that's really helpful. But if you also learn Goblin Punch and you're the same level as that fight, I think it's level 11, you do a ton of damage there too. So FF5 was just so good at at having those little details in mind, like scattered throughout the game. And uh, one of my favorite instances of that in 5 is in the final dungeon when you fight uh, Azul Magia.
Hmm.
I guess that's how I would pronounce it. But um, that boss likes to learn the blue magic spells that you use and then use those blue magic spells that you teach to them. So I think that's the coolest like form of self-destruct I've ever seen in the series. Because if you use self-destruct, it'll learn it from you, and then it'll use it to kill itself, which is really cool.
Really,
But
like one of the only ways to one shot some bosses, and like that. I don't know. It's just interesting that he's just like, okay, I'll learn that. I got you now.
yeah, and that's hilarious. I mean, Final Fantasy V is just such a well-designed game like that. There's so much you can do with it. It's the complete opposite of Final Fantasy IV. I'm not saying 4 is not well designed. I think it is for what it was going for with the characters' personalities matching their job class. But man, 5 just gave so many different ways to play it. It's so fun. I mean, it might to this day it's probably my favorite ATB Final Fantasy in terms of like gameplay. I don't think it was ever topped after that. Maybe 10 too, but we can argue about that later. Oh, and jobs I hate. I love the Dragoons in the series, but the Final Fantasy V Dragoon I am not a big fan of at all. I didn't find it to be very useful ever until the final dungeon
Yeah,
when you can use the dragon lances on Shinryu.
and it's like the only time it's like I'm useful. And then it's like, okay, well, you change back to a knight or literally any other physical class, please.
Yeah, and it's so weird because I always loved the Dragoon
Mm-hmm.
in like every other game, but in Final Fantasy V, I kind of hate it. I love Ferris's armor though for the Dragoon, like the
Oh yeah,
red armor.
I
I
think
love that look.
I'm right there with you. I love Dragoon, but like the jump command can be cool, but I feel like it's never quite executed well enough. Like you jump, you dodge an attack, and you just do like normal physical attack damage or slightly more. Like I'm sacrificing a turn,
Mm,
please let it be stronger or something. I know I can dodge stuff, but like so or I don't know, needs
yeah,
I feel like most games in the even in the series like don't do a dragoon justice. I mean, shoot, even in 14, I don't know if they've updated it since I last played, but like dragoon was like usually basically a support physical class. Like you played dragoon to go buff your samurai, not even to like do amazing damage, and it always made me sad.
yeah. I was a Dragoon, but I just buffed myself. I was kind of selfish.
I don't need you. I have my own eyes. Thank you very much.
Well, I suck at 14. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like a lot of the time, I just don't even know what I'm doing anyway. I didn't even know you could buff anyone else for a long time.
Mm, it's all good.
Yeah.
Who's probably got some strong opinions about FF5? Roz. Roz has got some probably good opinions about this. What do you think, man?
So as a job that I like that's being like new to that game, I would say kind of a basic for me to pick, but I don't know, I like the time mage. Like I think it's cool that you could just like reset a fight entirely, like and just like manipulate the flow of combat because like I think in like a I think in like something like they couldn't do that in 3 because of like no ATB or whatever, but um and then for like jobs that I don't like my least favorite job in 5, that's
Or at least one you like. I'm never picking this. I hate it.
I want to say Berserker, but like I just feel like there's like a missed opportunity with that one because like instead of it just auto attacking, like they could have made it do like maybe have a little bit like more unbridled stuff without like but with like the ability to control that. Like like if you mastered it, like you get like the attack power berserk, but you're like but you're able to control yourself. That would be something really cool that they could do. I don't know,
Mm.
like, but it just does attacks like, and then I mean, definitely Black Mage is like my favorite job from 5 because Black Mage.
Is there ever a time where you don't like the Black Mage?
Um,
Like, is there a Dragoon situation like I have with 5?
um, I feel like 10.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I don't like Lulu that much, and I feel like her attacks are just kind of meh.
I really like Bio in 10, though. I really like that, how it's just a damage when they attack. And it's usually pretty good damage, too.
Mhm.
What about you, Tim?
What
Oh,
Um, my my top job, and this is a hard one. Uh, the two jobs, I'll just say the two jobs I don't like not having is Blue Mage and Summoner. Those are like my top two kind of a tie jobs. Uh, I think Blue Mage is my favorite job in Final Fantasy, but I really love Summoner as well. So like those are usually in my group. Um, Five's Blue Mage is amazing, as you already stated. It's not my favorite Blue Mage though, but it's up there. It's definitely an amazing class. Um, the class that I don't want to ever play as, and I probably won't play as unless it's like a challenge where I need it to like master just for a trophy or something, is definitely Berserker. I think it's pointless. But um, yeah, Summoner and Blue Mage. Those are my two favorites.
I really like the summoning in FF5. That's another thing that I think 5 does best, where
Mm,
to get a summon, you have to find and beat that summon to get it.
I love that.
And that's I don't get why that's not a like mainstay element in the series.
Hmm.
Because I think that should just be always how it works. You find them, you beat them, and then they give you their power. But I just love how they're like hidden all across the world. Um, like Ifrit is just hiding in a book in this library. Shiva is hiding underneath this castle behind a waterfall. So when you just like approach them and find them, it's just like, oh wow, it's Shiva or whatever, and then they're extremely difficult.
Oh yeah.
Or you just wander around in a forest and then all of a sudden you're fighting Rama. It's like, what the heck? You know?
And it's like
Like,
always an upgrade in 5 too. Like in some games with summons, I feel like, oh, I got a new summon. Oh, okay, cutscene, but it doesn't do much more. I feel like
mhm.
every time I got a new summon in 5, it was like a power upgrade for my summoner. It always felt like I
Yeah,
had gotten stronger, and I love that.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, 5 just the details in that game are just I think that's kind of the magic of it. Like just all the details that they put into it. I had
I
read
think.
that go ahead.
Oh no, you go for it. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying I read that uh they got twice as much data to work with than they did with FF4. And I think that really shows. One, the game was a lot longer, but there's just there's a lot more to it, a lot more to consider.
Yeah, I think it's probably it's not my favorite Final Fantasy, but I think it's one of the I think it's almost basically a perfect Final Fantasy to me. I have zero
Mhm.
complaints about Final Fantasy V. Like period. Like it's the one game that whenever I start thinking of things like I like and dislike about games, I only like things about five. There's not a single thing I can think of that I dislike about Final Fantasy V, and it's the only Final Fantasy that I don't have at least one thing that I wish was different.
I feel the same way about it now. When I first played it, I played when I first played through it, it was actually the PS1 version, and that version is terrible.
Oh yeah.
Um, I saw Rick play like the Super Nintendo, the emulated version. Um, but when I first played it, it was the PlayStation one, and I didn't like it so much at the time. Um, I don't really know why. The PS1 version just feels off. One, it's extremely slow, but also the soundtrack sounds extra like farty. That's Ross's word. It's just it sounds like maybe more high pitched and kind of like Sega Genesis ish. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but over the years, I've just come to appreciate it more and more. Like you said, Tim, I think it's perfect. Nothing wrong with it. I feel that way also about FF3, but I mean, I'm also considering it for when it came out. You know, an NES RPG. I think Final Fantasy 3 is the perfect game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think something that's kind of fun about 5 is like it's probably one of the most replayable Final Fantasies to me. Because like you can just mix your party up to
Mhm.
D so many different combinations and challenge yourself in so many different ways. Where I feel like other ones where I feel like there's set ways I kind of do things and I don't like to deviate from it. This one I'm all like, yeah, just throw whoever at me. Let's see what happens. And the whole 4 job fiesta thing is just a big example of that with how like big it is every year. I think it gets bigger every year still too.
Mhm. Yeah. I think the ninja is an amazing job in 5.
Mhm.
I feel like ninja is always amazing, but it's so
Yeah.
fun to use.
I've
Just
sorry.
I, no, I'm just saying I like that they itemized like the ninja spells,
Mm-hmm.
like what Edge had in Final Fantasy 4. I like that they itemized it where it's more like an item you use rather than having to rely on the ninja's MP. But I mean, honestly, just spamming that stuff, it's pretty overpowered.
Yeah.
It's definitely like I think it's the best way to grind on in the first world because there's what are those dragons called in that forest? Are they just called mini dragons?
I think so. The ones that look like
Same
they're
forest that
like
Rama's in.
oh, the ones that are like biting their tail or whatever.
Hmm.
I think those
Yeah,
are just mythical
like
dragons or mini dragons, I
yeah,
mean.
like the group of those. I think that's the best experience you can get on the first world. And if you just run in there and just throw um the lightning things with the ninja. I forget what they're called. I think they're called
Scrolls.
something else in each game, each version. What?
I was gonna say, is it the lightning scrolls or is it the?
Yeah, yeah, just like the lightning scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
It usually just like takes him out in one shot or two shots, and then you get a ton of experience and stuff.
Quick little grind.
Yep.
Have any of you guys played like the special jobs where it's like from the Game Boy Advance, mobile or Steam version, like the Necromancer, Canyoneer, Gladiator, Oracles? I don't think I've
I
I
ever
have
really
not.
wanted
did
to.
that.
I have played the 14 version of some of those jobs, And I would have loved the crap out of Oracle, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've played the Game Boy Advance and the mobile remake of 5. It has both versions have that. And I love those jobs, but you get them way too late where they're not really useful
Yeah. And then
anymore.
like near the last dungeon or something is where you get. 'Cause you got to collect all
I
the weapons and
think
then you have to go get them from somewhere.
well, I might be remembering wrong, but I think you might even have to clear the main story and then um I don't know when they open up, but it just feels way too late from what I remember. You might even
Mm-hmm.
have to clear some of the side content first before you can even get them.
Dang.
That is something nice
I
about
just remember
5,
feeling
though.
that way.
That is something nice about 5, and just I mean, like with the base game, like you get the jobs like within like the first 4, 5, 6 hours of the game. Like
Oh yeah.
every single, well, besides Mimic, but that's kind of special.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is one regard where I would definitely say 5 was better than 3. Is that three's job pacing could have been better. Like getting the last crystals jobs right before the final dungeon, and 3 was probably a bit too late. But yeah, Final Fantasy 5, amazing job system. You guys want to highlight any other jobs before we move on?
Well,
I really like, I really like Samurai. Like, I didn't think I was gonna like it that much whenever I did my first 4 job Fiesta, but like, I mean, having your Zeninage is like really nice. Just throwing your gill, um, and
Mhm.
also like they're just they just have really like high attack power just in general.
Mhm. Yeah.
I like Ranger a lot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I love the like the random it's kind of like almost like a geomancer type thing where they get to like cast their little like uh woodland creature thing, and like when you're like
Uh,
high enough level it's like you start getting unicorns, and unicorns like amazing if like that's like your only healing.
yeah, Nightingale. I remember like it'd be like save me, and I'd get Nightingale. I'm like yes, I got Nightingale. And then of course the S shot that you get with it is super powerful later.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. And Red Mage, I remember Red Mage not being that great in 5, but I mean, you get one of the best abilities from mastering it. Uh, Dual cast.
Like worth it just
Hmm.
to master it, just to give it to someone else.
Yeah, mastering a Red Mage is a real pain because you have to
Yeah, the
get
999.
999 ability points. Yeah,
Yeah.
But that dual cast though, it's worth it.
yeah, totally worth it. Something I do every time I play through 5 is I always max out all the jobs in the basement of Castle Ball,
Mm-hmm.
fighting the. How do you pronounce it, Ross? I know you're gonna
Oh
know
yeah,
it.
the
I'm not.
the objet d'art.
Ojedar, yeah,
Objet
the
d'art, yeah.
statues. Yeah, just spam level 5 death on those things and you get a ton of ability points. And I always max all my jobs now when I get there. I think one week we were talking about like things you always do every time you play a game. That's definitely my FF5 ism, is grinding the statues.
I
All
think
right, well we did 6. Go ahead.
oh it's fine.
Okay. Well, we did FF6. Now we move on to FF7. Um, this is where
Ugh.
like no, not but maybe with like
A little
the
bit. It's similar for me. It's like similar to 6, where it's almost like
Mm.
I wish certain characters could only equip certain materials, like they had some sort of like typing to it or something, and not just like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I'll equip these to, whoever, and they're gonna be super buff now, and who cares?
Yeah. There's more like character identity in battles. I mean, the limit breaks are pretty much it, and 7 and 8 were pretty much the same in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that this isn't a popular thing to say, but I think that the PS1 trilogy, of all of the like games in the turn-based umbrella, I think the PS1 trilogy is the worst trilogy of battle systems.
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking through the trilogies and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I don't think he's wrong. I think I'm with Gabe on this one.
It's like as much as I love FF9, like that battle system, it's molasses.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I like the identity of FF9's battle system, but it's a bit too slow. But when FF9, I think, is the best of the three for battle systems, but it still has those issues. I really do think I feel that way. PS1 trilogy's the worst battle systems. And I say this as not a hater. FF8 is tied as my favorite game ever. So, not trying to hate on anything, but uh I think that they're just it kind of got into this thing where it's like just use your best attacks over and over, you know. There's not as much to think about really with what you're doing with 7 and 8.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can easily overpower your characters, especially in 8, and then just kind of steamroll through things. But even when 7, like, once
Mhm.
you get specific materia, if you know where it's at, you're just like, all right, I'll go get this, and now I just win. Click button to win. But
Mhm.
what's your opinion, Tim?
Well, I
Oh.
love nine battle system. It is slow though, but I do love it. Eight is the one I have the major problem with, where you can just keep your characters in the yellow and just limit break everything. Magic is kind of useless in that game overall. It's not very. They didn't really balance it well. Um, I
In
love.
battle.
Yeah, yeah. In battle, it's
Yeah.
I don't. I remember using it at first, but then I just stopped using magic in that game. Uh, I love Seven's battle system. Now, I will say that the one thing that I don't like about Seven is the I feel like there's no character identity, especially when you hit level like 99. Like every character is like, oh, you have max health, you have max everything. You can have the same materia. It doesn't bother me until I get, and I feel like it's because a lot of materia it's hard to master early on, so you have to be selective on who you put it on. But later on, when you have a million of every materia, it's easy to have the same of everything for everybody. Uh, I feel like kind of bringing it remake and rebirth. I feel like they kind of changed that with giving everybody, of course, their own specific abilities to use in battle, which I love. Um, but I do love the seven battle system. I do get bored with it when I hit level 99 because at that point, when you have all the limit breaks and you have all the materia mastered, there's only really two challenges, and that's Ruby and Emerald Weapon. And if you've beaten them before and you know those fights, those are really easy fights once you've done them once. It's pretty simple. So yeah, love it until the end of the game, and then it becomes boring. But you can very easily break seven. So at the beginning of seven, and I always do this, is in the set if in the I think it's sector 6, where you are fighting. You fight those big houses. You know what I'm talking about? You fight Hell House,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Mm-hmm.
fight the 4
Mhm.
little things. If you have Aerith and Cloud, and you have Aerith dead, and you just have lightning Cloud, and you just win those fights really fast, you can have all of Cloud's limit breaks in an hour and a half to 2 hours. So you can have
Mm.
Meteor Rain and Finishing Touch in like 2 hours. And then the rest of the game is just you walk through, you get your limit break Cloud, and it's over.
Yeah. I think I said this last time, but in 7, I just I just use whatever summons I can at all times, and when I do that, the game gets easier and easier because it's like the bosses never really get a chance to do anything, and I just sit there
Mhm.
and watch the summons, and then they just die.
The summons are
But
very powerful in that game, and so is Magic. Actually, Magic is really strong in that game,
mhm,
and the enemy skill system is extremely good in 7 OG.
mhm.
I love getting the enemy skills. So
Yeah, I agree. That game has really good blue magic. Some of it's pretty OP too. I mean, when you get Aqua Lung, you can just kill everything right away.
oh yeah, Aqualung, Trine, and Beta are like the three that you just walk in and you just destroy everything. So
And Magic Breath, I would throw that in there too. But that
oh
comes
yeah.
at the beginning of this too.
I will
But
say though that even if you get really OP in 7, there are some fights that are still very difficult. Um, like the fight I always think about where you can grind and get OP and still get wrecked really quick is the I forget his name, but when you open the safe in the Shinra Manor and you have to fight that creature to get the Odin materia and the key to get Vincent, the creature that goes between magic, physical, and between the two, he can kill you pretty quick if he gets in form and he hits you with all three characters. So there's still some pretty tough battles even if you grind, but overall, if you grind and you master your materias, uh, that game can be pretty easy.
yeah, it's seven's kind of like a magic show. When you first go through it and you don't know all that stuff, it blows your mind. But once you learn the tricks, you know, nothing's really challenging anymore.
Yeah.
But it's funny that the character that had the most like identity is the one that you lose, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
because she's like obviously the healer of the group, you know. Everyone else is just a pretty standard damage dealer in different ways.
Yeah. And I'm glad that they did that. They did something with Rebirth and Remake where each character had their own list of moves and makes them unique. I think that
Hmm.
has really made those games. So,
Yeah, I think characters should always have unique abilities. But
I agree.
uh, one other note that I thought's pretty interesting is that of all the Final Fantasies that Sakaguchi like directly worked on, 1 through 7 and 9, 7 is the only one where he wasn't on the story team; he was on the battle team, which is pretty neat because Hiroyuki Ito was working on tactics, so Ito wasn't involved with 7, so Sakaguchi was filling that role for him.
Ah,
But that was pretty crazy.
yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Mhm. Ross, what do you think about like 7 and 8? They're like job systems, battle systems.
Uh, I mean, I guess like if you just count like limit breaks as like the thing that gives the character like some type of like identity, like I don't know, I don't like how samey it is. I mean, just but there are some there are some things like the limit breaks in 7 that make some characters like really fun. Like um I was like watching a Girl in the Great video about how to manipulate the slots with Ketchi. So like I would always I always like try to manipulate it now, like whenever I play, to get like um the all lucky 7 one. Like I don't know. And same thing with like selfie too, like using like the end. Like I like I like the just the crazy gambler character. But I don't know, like other than that, it's yeah, I don't have too much to say or think about 7 or 8's like job systems since it's very like samey.
Mhm. I think when it comes to like the gambler type characters and abilities, that's one of the top things I'd say you and I are like the complete opposite with. Because I hate those like quick kill type things and like Zen Mato and FF10. Leo and I have argued a lot about Zen Mato and FF10 because to me it's like the most fun fights in the game. Like you're cheating yourself if you use it, you know. But Leo's like, but they put it in the game. It counts. It's like, well, you're not wrong,
and
but they shouldn't have put it in the game.
and the save file was just on the system, so oh,
I
we'll have
guess that's the ultimate quick kill move.
just load the other save. Anyways,
Yeah.
so I think yeah, out of that trilogy though, 9 definitely finally brings back the whole like class system, I guess, or the job system where each character actually feels unique
Mhm.
and like has a specific role in everything, which I think that's why one of the reasons why I enjoy 9 more than, some of these other games cuz you have a set team and you can mix up your team a little bit. And like yeah, you can learn some similar like abilities from items, but I don't think it doesn't affect or change them, to an extent of like, oh now Vivi's my warrior. All right. Go hit him, Vivi. 30 damage. Yes. So
Just wait till the remake comes out
oh
and you
no.
can swap abilities between them.
Oh, I'm gonna be so sad if that
You know what
happens.
job I you know what job I'd play as?
Hmm.
A Final Fantasy non-player.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Ross. Admit, don't you think Vivi holding the Excalibur 2 would be awesome?
No, because I hate swords.
What would be
I hate
or V
swords.
or Vivi jumping and then just diving with a spear.
No.
something that would be cool is if the
Maybe like
oh, go ahead.
maybe like Quina like using their tongue to hold like to hold like one of Zidane knives and like to throw it or something. That would actually that'd be kind of cool, but out of character.
Yeah. In principle, I would hate that, but it could be pretty entertaining to watch. But yeah, I totally agree with you, Brandon. Um, that character identity coming back in 9 was the heart of the battle system there.
Mm-hmm.
It did feel like molasses. Uh,
Yeah.
each battle you get into, it takes like I counted it once. I think it's like 20 seconds from the time the random encounter starts to the time like you can first select your ability.
Yeah, and that's if you're lucky with a good roll in the ATB gauge. Get an
Yeah,
extra whole second or two more. You're just staring at it like, please let me attack.
yeah. And it's not just the intro. Like it feels like every enemy, like you'll hit an enemy and then a few seconds there'll be nothing going on. and then all of a sudden the enemy's like spell animation starts, and they're just kind of like twirling for a few seconds,
Oh,
and
it's
then
so
they
bad.
like do it, and then it's this animation, and then you get hit, and then you're just kind of waiting for your ATB bar to go, and it's like really slow. But
I know
man,
that
go ahead.
I know the music in I know, like the battle theme in 9 was like originally supposed to be like the music that plays in like the stage play. So I'm wondering if like they were doing all that for like theatrics maybe, but I don't know, like but still like just make it faster. I
Yeah,
don't care about theatrics, just let us go through combat at something faster than like I don't know, like molasses on Mars.
yeah. Honestly, uh, the remake. I mean, just touching that up and keeping most of the battle system the same, and just fixing like the speed of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be an all timer. I think.
All they
I
have
don't
to
really think there's much they need to refine with like the abilities system, and the characters already have a ton of identity.
no, they just
And they have like little bits and pieces of like some other jobs. I mean, I don't know, I like how Dagger is I mean she's primarily summoner, secondarily white mage, and then Eiko's like the opposite. And then you
Hmm.
have like and then you have like Amaranth who's like monk, ninja, like just thrown into the same thing and it's like I don't know, just I think I think the way that they blended some job stuff in 9 was neat.
Hmm. Yeah, they kind of did more of that in 10 also, because like Riku is like a thief, ninja, chemist,
Yeah.
you know, and then Kumari is like a dragoon, blue mage.
Then Lulu's like a black mage puppeteer and
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Waka is Waka.
what would
Yuna did
Waka
the
be?
white
Just
mage.
I mean, Waka's just he's there for the vibes, and he's probably sadly like a ranger. That's like the only thing I could think to
and a
Yeah,
equate him
gambler
to.
too, right?
Oh yeah, he does have that too.
yeah, yeah. He's a ranger gambler. I'm still holding out for a Blitzer in FF14. I think that would be a good idea, and I think it would fit well with Dawntrail. Like,
That's fair.
um, well, I guess not Dawntrail because it would be 8.0, but like, they have to add a ranged physical job next, right?
Yeah, like maybe we'll go to
Ranged
like
DPS.
yeah, maybe we'll go like Maricidia and have like and they have like Blitzball there or something.
Yeah, I think it would fit, and it would be really cool. I think people would get excited about it, to be honest. I don't know why Yoshi P is so like outspoken about saying no to it.
Hmm.
He is, isn't he? Doesn't he shut it down pretty quick?
I haven't been keeping up enough to know. I know that Blitzball was a rumor for since Stormblood, you know, but I don't I haven't kept up recently enough to know.
Well, I don't even
You know.
I don't even like think they have to have the Blitzball minigame. I just think having a job class based around Waka would be cool.
Yeah, like we
Because
don't
what
really
else are
have
they
like
gonna do?
I mean
I
that
mean we could I mean we need a new tank possibly and I could see that being like I mean Viking is what I'm hoping they do Viking or I don't know, like maybe they do like Valkyrie too, because like we don't really have like a single-handed spear, and we don't have a single-handed spear and shield class, and we don't have a hammer class because well, I mean warrior does kind of satisfy that a little bit, but it's like a handful of weapons.
I think they should
Maybe
make
it's hammer time.
a what?
I said maybe it's hammer time.
Maybe it is.
I think they should make them all multi-class where you pick, hey, I'm a warrior, but I want to be a warrior DPS, and you can queue as that, and you have a loadout for that. And a warrior tank where, oh, I'm going to be a warrior tank, and you have a loadout for that. I thought it would be really cool if Blue Mage kind of fit that mold where you could have predetermined like loadouts based on your level and the spells you had gotten, and you could be like, oh, I want to go into this battle or this dungeon. I'm going to be a Blue Mage healer. I'm going to be a Blue Mage
There's
magic DPS.
there's there is like that like, oh my gosh, I can't think is ethereal mimicry, I think, and it um allows you to copy the role of somebody. So like you could make the blue mage in 14 have like a DPS variant of it versus like a healer or a tank. But like you have
I
to
think,
like learn that ability and cast it on somebody.
yeah. I think that'd be cool though. Like, because like I love Dark Knight, but I don't want to tank on Dark Knight. I was hoping Dark Knight would be a DPS.
Yeah, like they could do like samurai tank or um
Blitzer could be a healer. It could throw balls at people to heal them.
Yeah. I mean, I this Blitzer thing needs to happen. That would excite me. It really would. Like
The first
or
Viking
line,
against
juggler.
Blitzer.
the first line of the quest to get it is teach us how to blitz.
Exactly, Tim. Thank you. It
And
all fits so well.
and one of the NPCs should say that they want to grow up to be a blitzball.
Yeah.
They just
And
gotta bring back Waka. He'll just teach everyone. You gotta go to Waka and listen to all of his original voice lines as they were.
yeah. Good
And
idea.
he says something like he says something really discriminatory towards like
Super
the
racist to
Mikote.
everyone.
Yeah.
He just hates everyone. Just super racist.
Like why are everybody's eyes look so weird?
Those Lala
And like
frills.
it's impossible for uh like a blitzer to queue with the machinist because they hate Dead and
Stop that.
Machina. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
can't be in this party. There's forbidden Machina in here.
Yeah.
If you have
That'd
any
be
level in
funny.
machinist, you can't learn Blitzer. Straight up, just no.
He's just like on he's like on self-destruct watch because like he sees a machinist cast Full Metal Field.
See, this adds more identity to the job classes, and this is what people have wanted.
Oh my gosh.
I think we figured it out.
We got it, guys.
Praise be
Woo.
to Yevon.
Blitzer has to happen. But we still haven't even gotten the Beastmaster yet. And that's probably that actually that might be a fizz ranged
Yeah, that could be.
because if
What
they
is
get a
it?
whip, yeah, it's going to be
Or
like
Bell.
Blue Mage.
Which I hate.
Well, I guess if they have no plans to bring a Geomancer, then yeah. But I still think that the Velt is going to make its appearance in 14 with the Beastmaster.
I hope so.
The Velt is such an iconic thing, and it hasn't been touched on yet, so it has to. I mean, it would essentially be like the what's the thing the Blue Mages have, the carnival or something?
Oh, the Mass
Oh yeah,
Carnival.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Essentially be like that, but I guess it would possibly be kind of like a safari zone or something. I think that'd be fun content.
Just just imagine like my character, like my little Lalafell, just like biting a like biting a Dodrio.
That'd be fun. Just having to like hunt down and like catch monsters and stuff. I don't know.
I just don't want it to be a solo job. I think solo jobs like that are. I just not. I'm not for it.
Yeah,
I still need
I
to do
get
the
that.
I still need to do like the party versions of like the Blue Mage stuff. Like I need to do like all the dungeons with like a Blue Mage party.
I would be interested in that because the Blue Mage content is stuff I haven't done that I would like to.
And like I
So
think if you
if
do
you
like
guys
oh sorry.
go ahead.
I think is it if you do coils that you get the Marlboro mount? Like if you beat Bahamut like in coils, like you get to unlock the yeah, you get like the Marlboro mount.
That's cool. Yeah, I would totally do that with you guys. Um, maybe later this year or something.
Yeah, just let me know, and I'll do it too. Because even though I hate it, I do want to finish it. So
I'll probably like start playing again around 7.4. That's my guess. What about you, Brandon? When are you going to start playing again?
Dude, I don't know. I don't got time for video games anymore. You nerds.
Oh yeah, you're not a geek like we are.
Yeah, not anymore. Used to be. I moved on. I do
Just think,
adult things now, like cry and wish I could play video
yeah,
games.
and do a gaming podcast every week.
Yeah, nerds. I'm here for the diversity hire.
Yeah, I I forgot what I was going to say.
No, it's all good.
Thanks, Brandon.
You're welcome. I think we just made it basically 1 through 10 ish with the job system now. Because, like,
I don't think we did enough of 10,
to be
but that
honest,
might need to wait
no.
next time. Because
Yeah.
I think 10 has some really good job identity. That is like
uh,
it the main story.
I think it
Identity.
does to some degree. I think it does until you get about halfway through the game, and then I think that job identity just kind of goes away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's kind of like 6 in a
Hmm.
way, where 6, 10, and 13 are kind of that way. Where the more you play it, the less identity there is.
Oh yeah.
But
I'd like to do like a natural run of 10 where you can only use abilities that are on your or like that are on your route through the sphere grid.
Oh, that'd be
mhm.
fun. I never thought about doing that.
And then you can like gain but you could get the other nodes that are like the stats, but you can't select the abilities. Or is there a way to get around that?
Yeah, you can get
Actually
past
wait.
it. You don't have to unlock anything. You can
Oh
just go
good.
past them.
Sorry, it's been like say 7 or 8 years since I played 10.
Yeah.
I think each character should have had their own sphere grid dedicated to just them, and that's how the game should have been. And I think it would have been so much better.
Mhm. I really like the sphere grid. I don't really have any problems with it. I think the battle system is so well done that I don't really have issues. Except, I mean, the post game stuff, but I've already ranted about that. But in
We
terms of
need to play
job
them.
systems, sorry, just real quick. In terms of
Oh,
job systems, the PS2 games, there's a lot to go through with every game. I mean, 10, 10, 2, 11, and 12, 12 Zodiac. But it might take a while to get through all like the whole series.
11 especially. I think 11 has a lot of jobs.
The sad thing is I won't be able to talk much about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have not like dived into all the jobs in that game or anything.
What we might do is maybe next week talk about something else and then come back. Mix it
Yeah.
up a little bit.
We did like a 1 through 9,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll come back for other stuff. Yeah, that's fine. What were you gonna say, Ross? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, oh crap! I think I lost it.
Yeah, that happens. I blame Brandon. He made me
Okay.
forget what I was gonna say too.
Shut up, nerds.
You suck, Brandon. Don't come back until you're an actual geek like us.
All right, I'll just go play 13 again.
Do it. Go play 13 and tell your friends to play 13.
I need to
because
play it one
13
more
is just-
time if I'm gonna try and even beat it during a marathon time and be like the first one.
First one, what do you mean?
Well, no, I think you beat it during a marathon once, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Leo did on his second try.
Oh yeah, he came back and did that, huh?
Mhm.
Good.
Yeah,
I
he was
did
the
it on
last to
enough.
finish.
That was
I've
the
done
year
it
we
on
were all
enough.
delusional at the end, right? We were all like so tired. Loudest
Yeah.
loudest.
Yep. That was the best. We were dying laughing, and Leo was super serious. He was just trying to finish, and the rest of us are just falling into nonsense.
And my brother was giving him shit the whole time, the whole weekend when my brother was there.
Remember when your brother asked Leo? He's like, "So where are you from?" And Leo's like, "Well, I'm from Brazil." And he's like, "Oh, so you speak Brazilian?"
Oh
Remember
my
that?
gosh.
I missed
Oh.
that though because I was at a wedding. Remember, we were at a wedding, so I think I
Oh,
missed that, but I heard about it.
yeah. Leo just smiled really big. It was funny. I wish Leo would come. He hasn't been in a while, but
Yeah,
maybe next year.
yeah.
Leave
All right,
13
guys,
open
you
for
feel
me.
good? Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Leo. Glad to have you back. Can you do 13 for the third time?
We know you love it. We have
You
a
could always tell him he doesn't have to because I think I'm taking it next year.
There you go.
Yeah,
He
that's
could
true.
he could have it like the third time and just call it like Leo Returns
Leo return.
or
The
Leopening.
return of Leo.
Leopening.
Oh
Oh,
man.
that's amazing. Leo returns and he has to cosplay as Savior Lightning.
Oh, that's
All
good.
right. Well, we made it through 1 through 9. Maybe we'll take a break, but we will come back to our evolution of the job systems at some point. But it's been fun, everyone. We'll see you next week.
I'll catch you later.
See you.
Take care, everyone.
Yeah.